Special thanks to Wizard Academy for being our sponsor of the show. If you want to inject some creativity and high-octane originality to your work, look no further than the enchanting courses and resources of Wizard Academy. They make your magical dreams come true. From spellbinding secrets to mystical insights, they've got it all. Whether you're a seasoned writer, producer, or business maven in the world of possibility, Wizard Academy will unleash your inner wizard. I know this because in 2007, I was a graduate of World Changers, and I consider this a major milestone in my journey as a writer. Wizard Academy has something for everyone, so be sure to check them out in the show notes. Welcome to Latinos Who Thrive. I am your host, Victor Escalante. Our show is about teaching you and empowering you to be the best that you can be. We are breaking old stereotypes that keep us from really pursuing our dreams and making positive contributions to our community and ourselves. Today, in speaking with a business partner, I was reminded of my work in the criminal justice system for an entire decade. I developed programs of reform for people on probation, for chemical dependency and gang intervention. While you, dear listener, may not be on probation or suffering from chemical dependency, you may need to hear about what it takes to produce lasting change so you can thrive in your personal and professional life. For 3 years, I've been bringing you stories of people I have known and others who have thrived through every obstacle and challenge that life threw at them. So can you. So let's do this. The first step is you gotta know what you want. You have to have clear goals. I have worked with so many different business people over the years, and also with individuals, that they thought they wanted something, but after they got into it, and after they sunk thousands of dollars, a lot of time, energy, and effort into something, they realized that they really didn't want to do that. Learn from other people. You don't have to go through this yourself. Learn what others have done and interview people about how they got there. You got to know exactly what you want. And in a previous episode, I'm going to put that in the show notes. I took you through a step-by-step process on how to get clear on your goals and what you want in life. Your goals have to be very specific. They got to be measurable. They got to be achievable, they got to be relevant, and they got to have a time limit. If you don't have a time limit, it's just wishful thinking. I recently had an experience with a business owner that I flat out told them that this is magical thinking, what you have in mind without a clear path of how you're going to pursue this particular endeavor. So you got to have clear target goals to reach for and that are measurable so that you know that you're moving in the right direction. If you're trying to find the sunrise going westward, you're never going to do it. So be sure that your path is clear and that the strategy that you're using is the right one. You got to understand your motivation. This is the secondary gain behind anything that you want to accomplish. And again, this is also explained in a previous episode on how to get clear about what you want and your goals. You got to identify your why that you want to pursue change. Knowing your why will keep you committed when facing obstacles. I once worked with a very famous attorney that was self-made millionaire many times over, and he was wanting to expand his operation throughout the state of Texas. Now, mind you, this man was already nearing retirement. So when I asked him what was his why, he said that he wanted to leave a fortune for his grandchildren to overcome all of the racism and all of the obstacles that they would face because their last name was Borrego. This man was highly committed and motivated to spend whatever it took in order to leave a fortune. And I'm happy to inform you that he was able to achieve his goal before he passed on. You got to have a clear plan on how you're going to create this. Develop detailed action plan that breaks down your goals into smaller, manageable steps. What is the first step? Did you know that a lot of people have these grandiose goals, yet they cannot identify the first step and then the next step and the step following that? This plan needs to outline what you will need to do and when you're going to do it. You need to identify the resources that you need, whether it's contacts. I once worked with a gentleman that he needed contacts, and so he became a limo driver because he identified that limo drivers are some of the most well-connected people to power and influence, and he was able to make contacts that were world famous. So you got to have a clear outline as far as how you're going to do this, what key contacts you need, what resources, what specialized education or training. If you don't have it, find someone that does. Maybe you can partner with them. Maybe you can hire them to coach you how to do it. Develop new habits. We form habits and then habits form us. If you have a habit of sleeping till 9 or 10, that has to change because you need to get up very early to have a clear mind to be able to plan out your mind. And even better, plan your day the day before so that you sleep and dream about how you're going to be able to do that the next day. Focus on creating positive habits that support your goals. Consistency is key, so practice these habits regularly until they become second nature to you. Track your progress. What are the metrics that you are using to track whether you're getting closer or further away from your dream? Sometimes people get so caught up in being busy that they don't realize that they're just spinning their wheels and not making forward progress in the direction of their goals and dreams. That's called busyitis. You get so busy moving paper, sending lots of email and correspondence to partners or to a team that you're not really measuring the bottom line. Is like, have you made progress? How many deals have you closed? And what is preventing you from closing more deals so you can focus on being a rainmaker and attracting greater success? Keep a journal and use tracking app to monitor your progress. Today with technology, it is so simple to be able to, in the palm of your hand, have a powerful computer that you can track just about anything. Celebrate small victories and adjust your approach as needed. People that are successful in a relationship, they have three things in common. They celebrate small and big victories. They bring out the best in each other. If you're working with a partner, ask yourself, are you really bringing out the best in that person that you identified when you first became partners? Or are you bringing out the worst? The other thing is that a warm working relationship, or in the case of a couple, they have lots of touching. They have lots of contact with each other. And so this reinforces that closeness that you need in order for the long haul. Stay accountable. Share your goals with a trusted friend, family member, or mentor who can hold you accountable. Regular check-ins can help you to stay on track. Stay positive. When I work in the criminal justice system, I called it stinking thinking that derails your best laid plans. Be positive because you need to have a positive mindset. Be kind to yourself and recognize that setbacks are a natural part of the process. Learn from them and keep moving forward. In one of the previous episodes, I also brought you the 10 saboteurs, internal saboteurs that keep you from succeeding. I'm also going to put that in the show notes. Seek support. If necessary, seek professional help or guidance. Whether it's a therapist, a coach, or support group, external assistance can provide you valuable insights and motivation. I'm going to put my calendar and I'm going to commit to every one of you that are listening to this show that I will do a free, 100% free, no obligation. You don't have to give me your credit card. You don't have to do anything other than just book a 1-hour appointment, and I will be happy to coach you on the process that you may need with specialized attention to your particular dilemma to move forward rather than staying stuck. Practice patience. Understand that long-term change takes time. Don't be discouraged by slow progress. Be patient and persistent in your efforts. When you first plant the seed and you don't see any growth, it doesn't mean that the seed is not germinating. It means that it takes time for that seed to be able to germinate, to take in the nutrients and the water that it needs in order to sprout above the ground. That's the way sometimes the path of success is. You got to put all the effort into it and have patience to see the results. Adapt and evolve. As you progress, be open to adapting your goals and strategies. Again, if you're trying to find the sunrise, going westward, you're never going to be able to find one. So if you think that you're getting further away from your goals, course correct. Make an adjustment so that you can come around and find the right path. Life circumstances are going to change. Your goals may need to be readjustment and remain relevant. Remember, the journey of long-term change is not linear and setbacks are normal. That's part of the process. In recovery, there are 5 steps that a person goes through. The first one is denial. That's when you are absolutely certain that you don't have a problem, even though everyone is telling you that you have a problem. Denial is a defense. It's a safety mechanism. It is not what one probationer told me, a river in Egypt. Denial is something that you must take ownership of your problem in order to make change. That's the first step, is taking ownership. The second step is thinking about taking action. You may begin to realize and wonder whether other people are right and maybe you do have a problem. So you start thinking about it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're committed. The next step is taking ownership and doing something about it. Taking action, whether it's listening to a podcast, watching a YouTube video, reading a book, reading an article, attending some self-help group, it requires action. The next step is relapse. You make progress, but then you relapse because that's part of the process. You are not ready to yet have the skills to go at it alone or to go at it and succeed, given the expertise or given the mindset that you have. The final stage, but you keep working the plan and you keep striving and you keep grinding it out, and eventually you are stable and you're able to reach a new plateau, a new level of success that you never thought was possible for you. And then you do maintenance as the final stage to stay on track. Stay focused, to stay the course. The key is to keep learning and growing from your experiences while staying committed to your goals. And that's going to do it, my friends. Until next week, we'll pick it up with another interview of another guest. Go out and thrive, my friends.